What is it like to live in Denmark? And why is it one of the happiest countries in the world? I'm Carolina Risotto, and welcome to my series called DNA, Discovering New Ancestry, where I travel to every single country I have heritage from to hopefully learn more about the world and consequently myself. In this video, we are going to kick off the travel series by visiting my high school friend Antonio in Copenhagen, Denmark. I do not have heritage from Denmark, but I thought this was a cool opportunity for us to visit a really rich and thriving country and compare it to Brazil, which is where I grew up, and the US, which is where I currently live. Let's flash back to the moment I was waiting for my final flight from Munich airport to Copenhagen, Denmark.
It's starting to sink in for me. I got on the plane and I realized there was nobody sitting next to me or nobody trying to talk to me. I was like, oh man, this is happening. Like, I'm traveling alone. For some reason, I usually get anxious at airports because I just want to get it over with, get to my destination. Today, I kind of feel like in no rush because I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. The only thing that hasn't synced in is that I'm going to a new country today because I haven't been to a new country in a long time, actually. Antonio!
Hello.
Camera
shy.
Yeah. So Antonio, you've been living here since March?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so how would you describe the Danish people?
Super nice people, very welcoming people, very beautiful people. They drink a lot, they know how to have fun. Sometimes you feel like you're in a movie somehow, like living in this utopian world. I guess maybe because of where we come from, right? In Brazil, life is completely different. Everything kind of works and the system contributes to people just having like very, very good lives here.
They even pay you to go to school here.
A little jealous.
Denmark is a bit of a surreal place. Natural beauty, free healthcare, a biker's paradise, and this general sense of equality amongst everybody. They even have this word in Danish,
Janteloven,
which means no one is better than the other.
What's funny is that we stand out because of our dark hair. Everyone is blonde and tall and beautiful. But maybe we're like more interesting because of that. I don't know.
We are exotic.
The oldest flag in the world is from Denmark?
Yeah, it came from the sky. It was a gift from God after a war. That's what I've been told.
It's a beautiful city. Honestly, this area here is really nice. But we were reading and looking it up. This place was also known for prostitution in the 1800s.
And today.
So watch out for some prostitutes. Or engage with them. So here we were riding our bikes, and then we ran into these public hula-pulas in the middle of the street. So I'm gonna go join him because I'm not an idiot. Being an adult is better in Denmark.
Danes are so happy they even find joy in the darkest of places, the cemetery. My friend Antonio invited me to have a picnic by Neil Bohr's grave, which, to him, as an astrophysicist, is a pretty big deal.
Whoa!
It was a unique Danish experience, and something I probably wouldn't have done anywhere else. The next day, I went for a walk at Sotterdam Lake. It's so impressive how clean the water is in Denmark. A weird thought, considering I grew up by a lake that I couldn't swim in. It was so polluted that even the fish were dying. This made me wonder what the beaches in Denmark were like. So I found this tiny little beach away from the city center and went for a visit.
Check it out. It's super peaceful. There's pretty much no waves. I have a lot of cultural observations to make.
It's pretty common here for people to be topless on the beach and nobody caring. I even saw this teenage girl completely topless, jumping around, having fun, taking selfies with all her guy friends, and it felt and looked completely normal. That would never happen in Brazil. It is not culturally accepted for people to be topless. In Brazil, actually, the tan line is something to be proud of and something that we show off.
I feel like I'm learning so much from Denmark, like about a different way of living that I didn't even know existed. People are just always smiling, which would be sure like a stereotype of like the happiest place on earth or one of the happiest places on earth. It feels genuine and I'm not used to that, and it almost makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Not just people smiling everywhere made me uncomfortable, but also all the pregnant women. I was seeing like 4 to 5 pregnant women per day. And let me tell you, I cannot think of the last time that I saw a pregnant woman in New York City. So I did some research because in my mind, there's gotta be some government incentive to get all these women pregnant. And there is. In Denmark, both mothers and fathers get 4 weeks of paid leave before birth and then 24 weeks of paid leave after birth. So that's 52 weeks total. In the meantime, in the US, you get 12 weeks of guaranteed job security. You're not even obligated to pay maternity or paternity leave. Being able to grow a family without worrying about your job security or your finances definitely affects a person's happiness. Another thing that makes Danes so happy? Pastries.
This is Juno the Bakery. It's one of the most famous bakeries here in Copenhagen. It was actually a huge queue when we just got there. It's pretty full, but it's amazing. The pastries here are really good.
What are we eating here? What is this?
Bun or
Mascarpone, and this is definitely
Raspberries.
This one has lemon curd inside, and this is like a chocolate croissant version, right?
This one has cardamom, which is like a spice. Tastes really peculiar, has a very specific taste, but it's amazing. This is my favorite one, actually. This one's so pretty. It's
very
like
pretty.
a tart.
Wow! Oh my God! You perfectly split that. Whoa! Not too sweet.
Not too sweet. That's
One
amazing.
thing that happens in pastry shops in the US, as soon as you take a bite, you feel the sweetness go all the way to your head. It's not happening here, which is awesome. This one is like a thick baby right there. It's chunky as hell. It's like a booty. Okay.
It's like a boob.
You're right, it's more like a booty. That's a lot of filling. They're not being cheap about it, which I really appreciate. Whoa. I've had a lot of pastries before, but these were like really tasty. They don't try to be French pastries. They're just like Danish pastries, if you could say that. I don't know. And it was cool because there was no space at the actual restaurant, but we just came to this park right next door on this table, sat down, and so now we're gonna continue the last day because today I'm going to Latvia.
Things took another level for me when I found out about these free public pools they make around the harbor. I mean, the water in Denmark is so clean, you can swim where the boats are passing by.
Tem até raia pra nadar. And then people behind me are sunbathing, even though it's kind of cloudy. Oh my God, I wish I could just like take a dip right now. This is so cool. It's cold, but it's not that bad. And the thing is, it seems pretty deep. So I will be a little bit scared because I'm not the greatest swimmer. If there are waves and I can touch the floor, I'm fine. But this is a little bit overwhelming. Over there, those little cabins, they're actually for locals. I think there's a sauna there. I think I saw a sauna, and you can dry yourself up and whatever, but you don't have to. You can also just suffer like the other people right there. So, not so bad. Oh my God, there's a vodka here. That's the secret.
Oh, that's how you keep warm.
What? When you find an oyster, you must enter it.
Become the pearl.
Sparkle, sparkle. I'm so expensive. I can sleep in here. Tipo, dá pra chegar bem nice. This is actually really nice.
You fit.
So I did a quick internet research and I found out that for like a 2-bedroom apartment around this area here in front of the water, you spend like 15,000 coroas. How do you say that in English? Danish crowns.
15,000 Danish crowns is the equivalent of around 2,200 US dollars. How much do people actually make in Denmark to be affording this lifestyle? Now let's start with the fact that in Denmark, they don't have a minimum salary because these people have something that's called common sense. Usually their lowest hourly pay is around 110 Danish crowns, which is equivalent to about $16. And the average Dane makes around $6,000 a month.
It's cool how people actually, they can make a good living even if they're working, you know, as a waiter or at a supermarket. Like, you don't have to be super highly skilled in order to have a good lifestyle. The gift shops here are also really cute. I actually bought a patch for myself. I want to start this thing where I take a jacket, maybe this one even, and I put patches of all the places that I go to. So I found one from Denmark. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of tourism now by myself since Antonio had to go to work. I got really lucky that it's a beautiful sunny day. Here it's usually cloudy, according to the locals, so I'm gonna take the sun in, enjoy my last few hours in Copenhagen. Então, tem muita gente local aqui perto de mim, então eu vou falar português para eu me sentir um pouco mais privada, porque tá todo mundo muito perto aqui nas mesas. Mas eu parei nesse lugar aqui chamado Spis, porque tava dizendo que era comida tipo caseira, o pão é feito aqui, a batata é feita aqui, a carne é tipo orgânica, sei lá. Então eu pensei, cara, vamos embora tentar, porque vindo dos Estados Unidos a gente come muita coisa processada. E lá o hambúrguer é muito popular, então eu queria fazer uma comparação. Mas vamos experimentar a batata primeiro. Crocante, bem saborosa, eles botaram um salzinho grosso lá de fora. Vamos provar um hambúrguer, vai ser uma bagunça. Lindo, né? Parece coisa de filme. Muito surpresa, muito gostoso, nossa. Isso tudo aqui custa $15. Tô com uma vista muito bonitinha, eu tô numa rua bem silenciosa, cheia dos prédiozinhos coloridos. Aqui tem um outro restaurante do meu lado, você vê as pessoas passando, super legal. E eles falam inglês e tem Wi-Fi. A maior parte dos lugares que eu tô indo tem Wi-Fi, inclusive o ônibus. O ônibus tem Wi-Fi, gente. I'm at the garden of the Royal Library right now, and it is so gorgeous. Everything's so beautiful and perfect and peaceful, and this place feels like paradise, and it's very strange. That's not because my expectations were low. It's just that I didn't really have many expectations. And with Copenhagen specifically, I didn't do a lot of research before coming here. But I was like, I want to be free and spontaneous. And I feel like I've had a hell of a trip. The kind of trip that I've never had before. Damn. These people are good. Walking into a little place like this, it kind of reminds me what it's all about. Discovering new things, finding beauty and simplicity. I'm starting to feel a little bit of magic. And it's not that anything eventful happened. It's just that I'm here and I did it. And that I thought about doing this, and 3 months ago it was just an idea, and now I'm here, I'm doing it. Like, Carolina, this is happening. The point is observing, like, how do you feel? What energy does this place bring you? And how does the journey surprise you along the way?
I always motivate people to get out of their comfort zone because you don't know what you don't know. And I had no idea a lifestyle like this actually existed. Denmark has taught me that building a family can be a priority when you feel supported by your environment to build one. That you don't have to work hard all the time when your time is properly valued. And that when society works together to get everybody's needs met, like free healthcare, maternity and paternity leave, a competitive salary, you actually get to live life instead of only trying to survive. These are simple joys of life which weren't much of a part of my routine in New York City. A place where I feel like I'm constantly running against the clock, and no matter how fast I run, I never get there on time and I'm never enough. So, ultimately, I could never settle down in a place like New York City. Thank you to everybody who made it till the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next episode where we are going to Riga in Latvia, which is the first country in this entire project that we're visiting where I have ancestry from. I'm super excited to discover myself with you. I'm Carolina Risotto. Remember to like and to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in Latvia.